Welcome friends. Today we will discuss about very important topics for you. So watch complete video. That is how to prepare quality manual. People are afraid of making quality manual. People are confused about what is to be included in the quality manual. Actually, what happens when you start preparing the quality manual, people normally tend to include many things which are not actually the expectations of IATF standard. Actually, IATF standard expect very minimum things in the quality manual. So we will discuss in detail about what is exactly the contents of quality manual and how to prepare those documentation. So let's go ahead. Before going ahead, I request all of you, don't forget to subscribe our channel. So friends, let's see. So how to prepare quality manual for automotive QMS as per IATF 16949. So before going for details about the contents of IATF standard, we need to understand what is management system. So every organization need to make policies, objectives and processes. Policies for the organization, objectives to achieve your goals of the organizations, and processes for the results. So every organization has to establish all those things. So you need to have some elements which will interact and which will be interrelated elements and which will interact to achieve all those things. So you can say it is a set of interrelated and interacting elements of an organization to establish policies, objectives and processes, which is called as simply management system. And if it is related to the quality, then you can say the quality management system. So it's a part of management system with regard to quality. And if it is related to safety, you can say safety management system. If it is related to the environment, you can say environment management system, whatever. Now, what is quality manual? It's only a specification similar to what any specification you are having for your product. Whenever you are verifying or you are checking, you are reviewing your product, you will refer to that specification. So similar to whenever you review your quality management system, you should have a specification. So that is what quality manual. Quality manual is a specification for your quality management system. So what are the contents of quality manual? You can arrange your quality manual in this sequence. First of all, first page, then table of contents, then introduction of your company and overall quality flow as per PDCA cycle, scope of quality management system, what will be in the scope of QMS, then what are the objectives of your organization, processes, different processes you can add in the quality manual, document in the quality manual, and finally the matrix indicating where customer specific requirements are addressed. Only these things are required in the quality manual as per IATF. So first page is name of your organization and who has prepared this manual and who has approved, and you can have a documentation number and a revision status of this document. Then second page you can have a table of contents, that is with serial number, title of the documentation, and revision number and effective date when you have implemented this document. Then of course next page is introduction. In introduction page you can elaborate on company profile, then number of units. If you have a 2 to 3 units, then you can mention that, address details of all the units. Then regarding company mission and vision, you are having your top management is having vision about your company growth. Then details about your production services, customer details also you can include, and finally organization chart you can add in the introduction page. Then you can see here the quality flow, which is arranged in the form of PDCA approach, that is plan, because all those strategic planning, sales, marketing, design development, materials management, initial, these are the planning related functions. and of course operation is do actually, and then QMS and management review, and any review process is a check, and finally act is whenever you observe any variation you will act for correction, that is acting or that is improvement phase. And all those processes and functions will get the input from organization context and customer requirements also, and needs and expectations of interested parties. If you have determined, it will be input for all those functions, and finally you will achieve the results of all those PDCA approach or actually operations is a customer satisfaction, and results of quality management system, and actual product and services quality level, or final results of products and services. And of course these are the support areas for your organization. Then scope of QMS you need to include in the quality manual. Determine the boundaries and applicability of the QMS to establish its scope. So what are the applicability? That is types of products and services you will include in the quality management system, and all those requirement of IATF16949, and any exclusion if you have taken the exclusion from the standard requirement. Then next is objectives. You need to define objectives based on policy and strategy of your organization, and it must be easy to understand, understandable, and you must quantify it wherever possible. You must define the objectives for all functions, that is for production, quality, then materials, purchase, marketing, whatever all functions are in the organization, and you need to define the objective for all the functions. Then you need to define the objective for all levels, that is from top management to junior level, and for all processes. You may be having processes like machine shop, weld shop, foundry, whatever functions you are having in your organization, you need to define the objective for all those processes also. Then you need to define short-term objective and long-term objectives, because many times there are some objectives which you are going to achieve after 5 years, 4 years, whatever. For example, you may define your objective of establishing or installing the automatic line on your in the machining line or machine shop, in your machine shop, or maybe in your welding shop. So that is your long-term target. So long-term objectives and short-term objectives. Short-term objectives, immediate objectives, which you are going to achieve within a week period or monthly period, right? So next is there are some examples about objectives. See here the safety related objectives. You can define monthly target of accidents for production, that is 0 number of accidents, for stores 0 number of accidents. Means you can define for all functions, then subsequently for all levels and all processes here. Now the same thing, quality rejection percentage you can define in ppm, that is below 1000 ppm for internal rejection, below 100 ppm that is for external, which is rejection coming from your customer, and for supplier you can have target of below 0 ppm. Again another example is objective related to delivery, that is 100% delivery as per timeline and as per schedule to the customer, and on time delivery from 100% as per schedule from supplier. Operations production as per target or as per plan, 100% as per plan, and OE 95%. These are all targets which are given here are only for your reference, and you can have, or every organization can have a different objectives, right? So it may vary from organization to organization. Now it comes to the procedures. These are the 20 procedures you need to include in your manual, that is procedure. You need to document this procedures related to product safety, calibration, training and competency, review of engineering standard, employee motivation, verify internal auditors competency, control of documented information, supplier selection, identification and control of outsourced processes, supplier performance, statutory and regulatory requirements of purchase product, NC product disposition, changes in product realization, manage alternate control methods, new product development, rework and repair, confirmation, internal audit, problem solving, determining error proofing method, continual improvement. You will see in detail how to prepare all those procedures in my next video. We will discuss about each and every procedure in detail. So now finally you need to have a CSR matrix. CSR is customer specific requirement matrix. You can include here serial number, then customer, different customer, and if different customer is having, whether suppose for example product design may be required by any one customer, or another customer he may not be required, or engineering change documentation, DFMA, PFMA, all these documents, if this serial number one customer is required, you can tick here. If not required, you can cross. So like that you can make the matrix, so that your organization or people will understand the customer specific requirements. Thank you very much, friends. So I hope now you understood about how to prepare quality manual. So these are very specific and very minimum requirements from IATF16949 standard for preparing the quality manual. So yes, I have tried myself my best to give you the input about how to prepare quality manual. If in detail, if you want to type with us, you can call me on myself Mahendra Deshmukh from Prabha Consultant Pune. You can call me on 7219841242, and my email ID mahendra3in@gmail.com. Thank you very much.